It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello?
Mark Steele, please, if that is indeed your real name.
It is when I'm on this podcast and in the past when I've been on the radio.
Oh, well, it's good to talk. Mark, this is your friend Erica. We used to do radio together in Macon, Georgia, some 30 years ago now. Maybe longer. Might be longer.
I'm kind of glad that you're taking it easy on me today. I'm a little stressed out right now.
You're stressed out. You know what I'm holding in my hand right here? I'm
What's
holding
that?
in my hand directions here for the Center for Endoscopy so I can get an upper and a lower GI in May. So I don't want to hear it. We're not going to talk about medical
Upper
things
and
here
lower?
today. Yeah, they need to.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just hope they do the upper first and then the lower. I don't want to have any, using the same camera for both in that fashion. If I wake up with like this weird taste in my mouth, I don't need that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're not listening to me at all. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're not.
I thought that your doctor's calling you when we were on the air a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
For a colonoscopy.
Yeah, that was it. And I finally went to the doctor yesterday, and they gave me this paperwork here. And apparently a prescription for that stuff you got to drink that is not honorable, let's just say. It is not honorable.
Yeah, that's, well, this is my sixth one that I'll be doing May 1st.
All right, now that sounds like a habit to me. That's completely different from.
Well, once you start these things, they don't leave you alone. You have to do one like every other year, and then when you turn 71, they don't care anymore.
Oh, they just say it's like, oh, you have cancer and you're 71. Well, you had a good run.
You had a good run.
Yeah, we have these suicide pods you can purchase in France if you'd like one of those.
I know it seems that way. It's like how. You know what? It's funny because it also coincides with when I can start making money again, and it won't interfere with my Social Security because I figure, look, this dude's just about done.
Did you see the lady? I forget where it was. It was Switzerland, maybe. It was some lady. She claimed to have such severe mental illness that she just wanted to end it, so they let her.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find the story
now,
here.
Would you want to trust? So somebody has severe mental illness. Do you ask their opinion?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you do with that. The inventor of the suicide pod. They have a pod now, by the way. You can rent. I guess you rent it. I mean, why would you need to buy it?
What's a pod?
It's like a little thing that you get into. It's
sleeping chamber.
It looks a little bit like a mini spaceship that you would get into, but there's no engine or anything, and they kind of fold the door shut on top of you, and there's glass, and you can see out, so you're not claustrophobic. And you get into the suicide pod, and I guess they inject you, or I don't know. This is
drowned you?
Here it is. This is from January 22nd of this year. The inventor, by the way, of the suicide pod, he says AI should decide who can end their life. And I'm not saying that's not a bad idea. But
wait a minute. Who he thinks AI should decide?
Yeah, this guy is an Australian. He's Australian, and he's a euthanasia campaigner. And the name of the thing is the sarcopod. It's a 3D printed capsule that's designed to allow a person to end their own life using nitrogen gas. So you get a little bit of high and you're laughing. And he said that he says that AI should replace psychiatrists deciding who has the mental capacity to end their lives. We don't think doctors should be running around giving you permission not to die. It should be your decision if you're of sound mind. Huh. But yeah, so did they scrub the story from the internet? Because I saw it all over Reddit where this lady who said that she had like severe mental illness was allowed to, euthanize herself So I don't know, man.
So did she get the information from AI, or did AI decide she should go, or was it her psychiatrist?
No, I'm gonna have.
Or was it Professor Sarko?
I'm gonna have to find the details here.
Dr. Death.
Oh, I forgot about him. He's dead though, isn't he?
What was his name? That was the dude. That was the dude in Michigan, right?
Yeah. But it's like, how did it happen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did he fall into one of his pods?
Right. Yeah. Let me Google suicide mental illness lady. No, here.
Wow, they scrubbed it. They don't want anybody knowing about this.
Dude, this was all over Reddit. Let's see. How do I Google search this? Assisted suicide lady? Oh, here it is right here. Spanish woman dies by euthanasia after long legal battle with father. So she got into a big fight with her dad, apparently, and she was 25. She was left a paraplegic due to injuries suffered when she tried to kill herself back in 2022. Okay. So the government granted her her right to assisted dying in the summer of 2024, but the process was suspended at the last minute when her father raised legal objections. He said that his daughter suffered from a personality disorder, which affected her judgment. Yes. He also pointed to the obligation of the state to protect the lives of people, especially the most vulnerable, as is the case with a young person with mental health problems and, her other associated problems. But after an 18-month legal battle, they ruled in her favor.
Wow.
And so let's skip to the end here. I don't need to know the details, but... So did she do it, or did she just win the legal battle in court? This is from last week. This is from the end of March that this.
So she was in Spain, but the doctor, the pod is in where?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Here we go. Here's another one. 25-year-old woman euthanized in Spain. Oh. So I guess it worked. She was suffering from a serious incurable disease, chronic disabling condition as certified by the attending physician. So she was allowed to end it, I guess. Wow. She tried to kill herself in October of 2022 by throwing herself off a balcony. That's what put her in the wheelchair.
Oh, she survived.
Oh, she's just a freaking hot mess, this poor girl. Oh, my God. So... yeah. So what does your religion have to say about that?
We're supposed to go on naturally.
Well, I mean, if you turn a lever that gives you a bunch of gas, that's natural.
Yeah, I'm not really sure because it doesn't really say, but I just know that we're supposed to allow. I'm sure it does somewhere, and someone will correct me on that.
What does the Bible say about mentally ill people? It doesn't say nothing, does it?
Probably not.
So the Bible doesn't cover mentally ill people. She can do whatever the hell she wants. There, but justified. It's lawyered. I just lawyered you.
I just know that it's frowned upon in almost all religions to kill yourself.
Well, yeah, of course. The aliens don't want that because they need us to feed on. It's
you can still get it.
What?
It's just like leave Chinese food in the. You can eat it the next day.
Oh, now I want Chinese food. Oh, stop it. Oh, that would be so good right now. I would euthanize somebody for some Chinese food right now. Let me tell you.
I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about today.
And then I ruined it.
But what's weird is can you read? I know you can't read the writing, but can you see where I wrote this?
It says you write like a doctor. Looks like Sandpiper versus World. What is that?
See, and I thought it said Singapore, but it does look like Sandpiper versus World. I don't know. I apparently had a brilliant idea, scribbled it down. Yeah. I got to learn to print, write slower.
Yes,
print.
Right. Do everything a little bit slower and print. Use your words.
So anyway, but one thing I did want to, couple things I want to talk about. The one is I thought I heard, unless this was an April Fool's joke and I didn't realize it because I seen it after April 1st, But did I or did I not hear that someone had an undisclosed illness and therefore they were returning the rocket back without going to the dark side of the moon?
Oh, man, here we go. We're on with moon conspiracy shit now.
So, yeah. So what I want to know is, I thought I heard that. And then next thing I heard the other day that they said that, was it last night? I think I saw somebody had written that they just went around and now we have darkness and we have no communication and we won't hear from them until they get to the other side.
Yeah.
And then that's all I've heard so far. I haven't seen anything this morning. I'm not like following anything with it, so I just only catch random things about it.
I watched it live on YouTube last night, and
you did?
Yeah, they looked like they were doing it. They were faking it very well, let's just say. But hey,
it's come a long way since 1969.
Well, hold on now. Listen to this coincidence here. So they were gonna have a blackout of around 40 minutes while they were behind the dark side of the moon. So there's no communication with Earth at all. Mm-hmm. And Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. How long do you think that album is?
You're kidding.
It's about it's about 42 minutes and 50 seconds. So if you started a little bit early with the heartbeats and you play the heartbeats out all the way to the end, it would have been about perfect. So that makes me very suspicious.
That's a good conspiracy there.
Uh-huh. They're just trolling us with Pink Floyd trivia. They think I don't know. I have the book, Pink Floyd, all the songs.
Well, I was thinking to myself, it's like, I remember when the doctor in the middle of Pink Floyd says, there's really no dark side of the moon.
He says, there's no dark side of the moon, really. Matter of fact, it's all dark.
Yes.
That's exactly what he says.
Yeah, so what are they trying to prove? We already know what's on the other side. It's just dark.
Well, I think that they were trying to prove
but there's really no dark side of the moon.
Matter of fact, it's all dark. I think they were trying to prove that they could do this again. I don't know what the actual.
I'm not sure either. It seems that ever since China said they're going to do it, then we had to go do it.
Well, let's see. Why did NASA send the moon mission 2026? Let's see what the AI says. Why did they do it? They wanted to validate technology and safety. So the primary goal, test the space launch system of the rocket and the spacecraft with humans on board. This allows the engineers to monitor systems like life support, air conditioning, the toilet, and notably evaluate human-machine interaction in deep space to fix issues before landing missions. And of course, this is another stepping stone to Mars. They were looking to do some scientific research, specific research, looking at the lunar surface of the moon with high quality 4K cameras. The mission also reflects a broader goal to maintain American leadership in space exploration amid rising international competition. So the fucking Chinese, you're right about that. Inspiring the future. It aims to inspire a new generation and continue the legacy of exploring the unknown. I'm curious as to how the aliens felt about us going back to the moon after we were told not to go back.
China said that they've already been there. So I think they were about a month ahead of us.
Let's see. Did China go to the moon with people? China, as of early 2026, China has only sent robotic missions to the moon, which successfully landed on the far side and retrieved surface samples. So they want to put astronauts up there on 2030. And they call them Tiakonauts, not astronauts. Tiakonauts. Tiakonauts.
I like that one. That sounds like something you would get at Dunkin' Donuts.
That sounds like a side that you would get at the Chinese place that now I want to go to. Can I get some hot and sour soup and tiako nuts before my Chinese spaghetti?
Is that those little small balls of dough that are rubbed in powdered sugar?
At the Chinese buffet, I love those.
Yes, tiako nuts.
My fucking favorite. Oh my God.
I'm going to order those next time I go there. Can we get some of those tiako nuts on the side?
Excuse please, do you have a tiako nuts on the buffet today? And they're going to say, what the hell are you talking about? I'm from Cincinnati is what they're going to say. Yeah. Well, you look Chinese. So China is the only nation to have landed on and retrieved samples from the far side of the moon.
Side. Yeah, the far side.
Apparently they did it twice. They are currently developing the Long March 10 rocket, or if you want to pronounce it correctly, Rong Mach a 10, to send people toward the moon. And they're going to have their own crewed lunar program by 2030. That's 4 years away. So we'll see.
Now, did you see that was somebody from, was it France or was it Spain, that used an observatory and they were able to pinpoint and find the original lunar module
mission. Yeah, I saw it. I forget who it was, but
it didn't look real to me.
Nothing looks real to you because you believe every conspeccy theory that I tell you. Even I don't believe all the shit that I say, Mark. You know that, right?
I believe them even when I haven't heard them.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is how Donald Trump got elected. Right here. People just like him.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, if it's against me, I believe it.
Right. That's what he does. He's going to stoke the fire of fear in you and make you wow. Oh, so
I don't have to be told it because I live it. I tell you, give you an example. Guess what I got in the mail yesterday?
A red light camera ticket.
No. That would have been acceptable. I thought that's what I got, but then I noticed that Kathleen's son also had the same envelope from Baton Rouge, from the Capitol.
Okay.
So I opened up mine and I looked at it. I'm reading it, doing this a bunch of legalese talk. And at the very end was a bill. And they wanted me to pay $60. And then I was reading further down the thing and it said, if you have an electric card, you pay $120. But if you have a hybrid, you pay $60. And I go, what is this
Hold
about?
on. Now, is this to renew your tag, or is this just
annually.
a bill?
It's just a bill.
Just a bill. I probably wouldn't pay that.
Annually. So I look it up and I go, what's going on with this thing? And apparently back in 2022, right before the last governor left, he did a little swoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
And it's been out, and it's this. And of course, Louisiana's late to everything but a crawfish boil, and that's. And they cut a crawfish boil. They'll be there the day before, but everything else they're always late for it.
Right.
And it's like, so it takes a while for things to get to you.
It's kind of like being in North Carolina. We when you need somebody to come to the house to fix something, we say, well, they're working on Mountain Time. They said they'd be here on Tuesday, but that means they'll be here sometime around next Thursday.
Yes. Yeah. So I get this thing, and because her son has a hybrid too, he also has to pay the $60. So I'm reading further and on the AI explanation of the law. You know what it's for? They figure with a hybrid car, you don't hit the gas pumps as often.
True.
And they're missing out on some tax money. So this is what we feel that you owe. Now,
let me tell you something, Mark. Same thing here in Florida. I got the license plate renewals for both of my cars because my birthday was the other day, and that's when your tag expires in Florida.
Right.
So mine came a couple of weeks ago, and I noticed that Dana's GTI that we don't have anymore is $36.10 for a 1-year renewal, which is what it's been for a long time, right?
Yeah.
When's the last time? The license plates have been $36 in Florida for like 20 years.
I think I got them for $36 back when I was still living there.
Fucking years ago. But for the 2025 gray BMW that is an electric vehicle, what do you think it costs for a 1-year renewal? You want to guess?
Double.
More.
Oh, no.
$104.10.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And I had to pay it.
The price of 3 cars.
That's right. So
3 cars and a motorcycle.
I paid for 3 cars and a motorcycle just to drive my electric car 7,000 miles in the last year.
Now, did you get what was funny about the law was, my wife says, well, you know what they're trying to do, right? And I said, what's that? She goes, what they're trying to do is just before I read it all, she goes, they're trying to get enough money to put the infrastructure up there, for the electric cars and all that stuff. Because everybody, all the states.
They're not spending any of that money on electric cars. Not
and
a penny of it.
All the government gave everybody all this money or whatever it was, the Green New Deal, whatever it was called, gave all this money and they can't find any of it.
Yeah.
And I think there's like 10 stations that they were built for electric cars. So I said, well, why am I paying for it? I don't have to. Every time I hit the brakes, I'm charging my battery.
Are you really?
But yeah. Every time you hit the brake or it goes into charge mode. As soon as you touch the brake, it goes into charge.
Yeah, I don't ever touch the brakes. I just use the one pedal thing. Now, you've seen the big Electrify America electric car chargers, right? That are like at Walmart.
I've heard of them, yeah.
So Electrify America, very interesting company. They got established about 9-10 years ago. Do you remember Dieselgate that Volkswagen got busted for? Do you remember that about a decade ago?
No.
You don't remember Dieselgate? All right. So what Dieselgate was, I was just telling my daughter this morning. Essentially, the Volkswagen Group and all of their umbrella cars, cars have to pass emissions tests in many states. Florida is not one of them, but California certainly has emissions tests. And they're very rigid. You have to go to an emissions testing place in a place like California or Atlanta and many other cities where they stick a little sensor in your tailpipe and they put your car on like a dyno sometimes, or sometimes they just put it up in the air and put it in gear, and they measure the pollutants coming out of the tailpipe. And whether you pass or fail is determined on the outcome of that test. Well, what Volkswagen had been doing is selling a bunch of diesel vehicles all over the world. But here in America, we have stricter, tailpipe emissions tests. So the geniuses at Volkswagen, and I'm not even mad at them for doing this, they came up with an idea on how to get around all that. They simply put it into the car's computer system. If the vehicle is not moving, but the rear wheels are moving, or the front wheels, if it's a front wheel drive car, are moving, then it goes into a very lean mode where it will pass emissions testing. So when these cars are stationary, and if they're on a dyno or if they're up in the air, and the technician puts the vehicle in gear to test the tailpipe emissions, it would pass, because it would literally just tune the car differently to make the pollutants meet regulations.
Right.
But when you get it back out on the road, now it's got full power again, running rich and getting good fuel mileage and blowing smoke everywhere. So they apparently did this for years. and somehow finally got caught. And everybody kind of suspected it. I'd seen mentions of it on the different car forums, and people were kind of laughing about it. But then, it certainly bit them in the ass, because the government ended up fining them billions of dollars.
Oh.
And then as part of the agreement, they also had to invest $2 billion in the next 10 years into zero-emission vehicle infrastructure and education and access in the United States. So they agreed to basically build the Electrify America, vehicle charging system all over the place. So Volkswagen still owns that. So they spent $2 billion building it as part of their settlement with the government, but now they're making money off of it. So,
Smart move.
Yeah, they're the most expensive one out there. If you stop at Electrify, it's like, well, I know that's going to be at least 20% more than the Florida Power and Light one.
Oh,
but yeah, that's how our world works, there, buddy. All right, that's
incredible.
Yeah, so you can kill yourself in Spain, and you can pollute in America until you can't, and the government fines you and gives you an opportunity to make all that money back in profit.
That's right. And we did not go to the moon. We learned a lot today.
I don't know if we went to the moon or not. I want to say we did. I want to say we're there.
I want to believe so, too, because I remember watching it on TV, and I remember very exciting, and everybody wanted to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
A long time ago, but I just...
You know what? I was 2 when we landed on the moon. Not even 2. I had just turned 2 when we landed on the moon. So I didn't really have a dog in the fight. And
yeah.
But I do understand
I get why they lie to us.
I can, if that was all fake and it was all done on a soundstage in Las Vegas or wherever, I understand why they did it, because there was a big competition between the U.S. and Russia back then. It was basically communism versus freedom, and freedom had to do anything it could to win. While on one hand, I want to believe that America literally threw all of its resources at the moon project. when you take that much money and that much effort and throw it into a project like that, I can see how it's possible and we actually did it. But I can also see that these people might not have been able to do it, but we certainly could have faked it just as a big double tall man middle finger to the Russians to show freedom so much better than whatever you're doing, you commie bastards. Certainly understand if that happened as well. But the truth is, we will never know until our souls are recycled by the moon at death.
Oh, there we go again.
Let's take a break.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Apple Tech Support Hotline, please hold.
Okay.
Hello, thanks for calling Apple. How can I help you today?
Yes, I have a question.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm trying to see if what I need to do in order to run.
Sir, I'm losing interest. Could you speed it up?
Apple people are always such a pain in the butt.
Are you still there, sir? Are you on the line?
I'm here. I'm a senior citizen.
I can tell. So I should be more patient with you. Okay, I will.
Yes. Are you wearing all black, by the way?
Yes. What the hell do you want, sir?
I would like to run straight from my laptop into my Wi-Fi box. Is that possible? So I'm not using what do you call it there?
Bluetooth?
Yes.
Why would you want to go from your computer to your Wi-Fi?
Because right now
are the 5G signals getting into your brain, sir? I recommend tinfoil for your bald head.
Well, it's only a partially bald head, so
all right. Well, sir, why do you want to plug your internet connection into your computer, sir?
When I have my cameras, my smart lights, and my smart TV and my radio station running all at the same time, every once in a while something will start acting up and not work correctly.
And you think that's because you have too much stuff on your network?
Yes.
Sir, that's not why.
Okay.
Who is your
internet? What the AI said.
Who is your internet service provider?
AT&T.
I would blame the shit out of AT&T if I were you, sir, because they are known to be AT&T terrible. Apple products are infallible and incapable of making these kind of errors. Are all of your products Apple products?
No.
Therein also lies the problem. Now you're living in a mixed ecosystem. Why would you do such a thing?
I didn't know if they had floodlights for Apple. I didn't see it in my Apple app.
Are you currently working in a prison, sir? What do you need floodlights for? What are you flooding?
I'm highlighting my house. I'm uplighting my home.
Okay, so you want to be fancy. I see, sir. Well, you can purchase a cable, which is going to be an Ethernet connection that you'll need. Ethernet to USB-C is what you'll need to purchase from the Apple Store. And it's approximately $2,000. And you'll need to run a physical Ethernet cable from the back of your cable modem into that adapter, which then plugs into your laptop, which will give you an uninterrupted contact with your internet outside access, sir. Do you understand anything I just said?
Yes, that's what they said. That's what AI said.
Well,
I just wanted to make sure that was true.
Sir, then why the fuck are you calling the Apple Store today?
Because I don't trust AI.
Well,
but I trust tech support.
Well, sir, you should know that we use AI to give up most of the answers that we can't think of. Probably shouldn't have told him that. Now that I should have kept that in my inner monologue. Sorry about that, sir. I was kidding. We don't really do that. Is there anything else the Apple Store can help you with today?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Isn't it time for your nap?
Should be.
I think you should go take one now. Thank you for calling the Apple Store. Please hold for a brief survey.
Let me hang up before I have to answer any questions. Are you there?
Hey, what was that all about? Yeah, I can't hear that on the other end, so I was just sitting here.
Oh,
watching
okay.
You.
No, I had to call tech because I needed to find out how I can run my the laptop you gave me. How I can run it directly out of the
I don't know if that's going to matter. The whole time I had my radio station, I always had it running on the Wi-Fi. Never had an issue.
I didn't either, but once I added these light bulbs, I added from GE.
Yeah.
There's 8 light bulbs. Each one of them have an internet connection.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because it's for different colors.
Why don't you plug those in?
Oh my gosh, that would be. It's just easier to run one cord than it is. Yeah.
I just hurt your brain, didn't I?
Yes. Yeah, I got that, and then I got my cameras, and then I got my fountain. I got a lot of stuff.
You got a fountain? What do you got? Like a chocolate fountain? What kind of fountain do you have?
No, it's a water fountain.
Oh, a boat.
That makes colors and makes dancing water. And
all right, that just makes me want to pee. Is this because you're having a hard time peeing at your age? Is that why?
No, I married rich.
Apparently, you definitely married up. Does she know that you married?
Does she know that we have a fountain? Yes.
I know. Yeah, that's of course what I was asking. Yeah.
Does she know that I don't supply anything to this relationship? Yeah, she's figured that out.
She's very aware, isn't she? And she's still nice to you, isn't she?
Yes.
Wow. That woman is a saint. She really is. She's a saint.
She just actually likes me.
Saint Kathleen.
As is.
Yeah. Did she take your last name too?
Did she take my last name?
Yeah.
Or did I take hers?
Or did you take hers? That's a good question.
No, she took mine.
Wow. She is actually a saint.
She is. She's
unbelievable.
Good catch.
You're a very lucky man. All right, now I'm depressed. Maybe I'll call the Apple Store and see if I can get them to cheer me up by being rude to me.
Yeah, they are kind of rude.
I'll see if I can get them to swear at me. That's always fun.
Yeah, I was looking at that thing. It's like, and that's what they said is because that's the one I want that runs. That's the only thing that runs continuously. Everything else turns off and on.
Do you have a port in the back of your cable modem to run that to your computer? Yeah, and then just buy one of those from the Apple Store online, and they'll mail it to you.
Right, and then you just plug it right into the side.
Yeah, plug and play. Yeah, you're done. Yeah. Then, you may have to go into the settings and turn the Wi-Fi off on the computer, which is easy to do. But that's literally all you'll have to do. It's plug and play.
It's mainly because of the lights. It's using so much, and I swear we're supposed to be paying the top end because when her son was living here. Or actually, when he's coming back, when he was living here, and then when he was coming back and forth from college and hanging out here, he had like had to have like every other person, like you had to have too, high end internet so they could play games.
I'm looking at my internet right now. I'm doing a speed test. Have you ever done the internet speed test on the phone? I'm doing that right now because I got an email the other day said that they upped my speed. I'm like, I'm not paying for that. Is it the same price? But the speed. It says I'm getting a gig, but I'm only getting 427 meg, which is not even half a gig. But the upload speed is a little better. It's 37, but this is certainly not fiber. They were, the condo complex here was talking about getting rid of, what do I have, Xfinity, and replacing it with Frontier Verizon, which would be great because that's actual fiber. And then you can get, when I had fiber at my old Verizon, or my old place, it was fantastic. It never went down. It never broke. Every now and then, if I had a spike in the power, if the power would hit, I have to go reset the box. But that's about all that ever happened in the 8 years I had Fios. I got it when it first came out. And the speeds, I was getting 500 up and 500 down for, let me think, it was like $35 or $45 a month. And it never changed, never went up. It was great. But now I have this old Xfinity stuff, which runs, I assume, on copper cable, which is why I can only get like 35 up anymore. And I can't get, 500
when they
up.
tell you they got this going on, if you have the old system, like these homes that were putting cable here and all that and everything, and the landlines and everything else that were in here, these homes are 40 years old or 35 years old. So that's
they had to come to my condo and install the fiber. I mean, they ran everything into the neighborhood. And then they ran everything to each building. And then they asked you, hey, do you want this? And we were like, I was like, yeah. So they ran just a cable from outside through the walls. And they said, which wall do you want it on? I said, that one right there by the TV. And it's just a little separate Ethernet plug that ran I didn't even have to rent a modem from them. I had my own Apple modem. And because that talked with all of my Apple products, and it was very easy to remote into. So he said, "Oh, you don't even need to rent a modem from us. You just need the plug." I'm like, "Yeah, so I can do that? I don't need like a box or anything." And they were like, "No, this is all you need." So it was literally coming out of the wall into my Apple modem, and that was the internet. It was great. It was absolutely great.
That's easy.
And this has got to be, this is what, like 2010 maybe that happened? 2009, 10? Yeah, it was fantastic. But my fingers are crossed that my communist, completely confusing, slow to move, and lots of paperwork condo association approves FiOS and not one of these fly-by-night places, which I've seen happen to other condo places before that are just a nightmare because I work from home. I need to have fast, reliable internet.
Yes. Yeah, David had to go and he got his from, I don't know what they have out there. I guess it's Comcast the same as Infinity. I guess Comcast is Infinity now.
Xfinity, yeah, same thing.
Xfinity, yeah. And he got that, but he had to pay for the, more of a business brand because that's all his work is from home too.
Yeah, yeah.
And to give it the right amount so he doesn't lose calls and stuff.
I did that for a while. I paid for the business thing for a while, and then I realized, this isn't really worth it, is it? It wasn't. It was the same level of service, same speed, but it was twice the money. And I was like, well, what's the difference? Well, if you have a problem, you're first on the list, and someone will come right out. I'm like, that's it? Pretty much it. Yeah, back me down to a regular plan. Thank you for playing.
That's so sad.
Yeah, that's what the world is, my friend. You gotta be on top of everybody trying to rip you off and tell you the moon is real. Oh, you're one of those guys who believes in the moon, aren't you, Mark?
Yes. Yes, I believe the moon is there.
Interesting. You don't think it's just some artificial satellite or some kind of hologram they put up there?
The only thing that gets me, the weird thing to me the only real weird thing about the moon is the fact that everyone else's, all the other planets' moons, rotate.
Not all of them.
Except for ours.
Well,
right?
one of them moves very slowly. Yeah, I guess you're right. Ours is the only one that's kind of stationary like that. And it's always... You know why it's like that? Because it's an artificial satellite spaceship created by aliens millions or perhaps billions of years ago that is sent here to capture our very souls when we die and force us into a path of forced reincarnation so they can feed on all of our negative emotions. What are you laughing at? You're okay with that?
It's just so funny what you laugh at me for believing in all the conspiracy stuff. And then you come up with a zoomer.
You like that one? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's really good. Even the dog had to go lay down now.
Yeah, because
she gave up.
I heard that years ago, and apparently the story originated from Bob Lazar, whose movie I just watched, by the way, on Amazon Prime. Cost me $10. Totally worth it.
Who's a Bob Lazar?
Bob Lazar is a guy who claims to have worked at Area 51 at S4 back in 1989 and 90.
Yeah, okay, I remember you talking about him.
And he has some stories, dude. He's got some interesting things that he has to say. And one of them is these aliens view us as containers. And containers of souls. And all the negative experiences that we have, that's kind of like their wine. That's what they drink when we die. That's they harvest us. We are just cattle. We're food to them. That's all there is to it. Yeah. You okay with that?
That's still doesn't stop where I'm going.
Where they tell you you're going. And
that's where I
don't know how to tell you this, but yeah, I'm sure you believe it. And I certainly hope that happens for you. But not one person in the history of ever has figured out what happens when we die. Ever.
Because you're gone.
Just don't know. Right. And that's what boggles my mind about people like you that have this kind of faith that can talk themselves into knowing what's going to happen.
It's easier to be talked into going to either heaven or hell than it is to be going to the moon to get sucked out.
I mean, believe me, your ideas are way more preferable than what I'm hearing.
Yes.
I freely admit that.
So it's very easy to believe.
Yeah, believe me, I will be the first one to sit here and tell you, I hope that's not true. Certainly, because if that's true, our existence is pretty bleak, and I prefer to think that that's not what it is. But I don't know, Mark. I just don't know.
Only way we're going to know is when it's time to know.
Unless it just all goes to black, and which I'm fine with as well, because you're not going to know, because you're just going to go to black, and it's like turning the TV off. You're just not there anymore. The end.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too. I actually almost prefer that because then there's like no pressure. It's like, I have to do what now? I'm here now. So I was here from before. Oh, I remember everything now. But okay, so I'm not going to miss pizza is what you're telling me. All right.
Because some people believe that we keep coming back until we get it right. Even there's a lot. There's all kinds of stuff out there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And that's this forced reincarnation that we're getting into from these creatures or whatever they are. This is what scares me, Mark. It scares the crap out of me.
Not me. Because spend more time in the positive. Just spend more time in the try the faith side for a little while and see if that
I did that. I did that. It seems silly to me now. I did that for many years, and I just I can't commit to that now.
Yeah.
It just doesn't resonate. I had somebody tell me that I have too scientific of a mind to understand that.
Yeah.
And I said, what? I'm too scientific to understand something? Well, maybe I should stay away from that.
All right, let's take a break, and we're going to give you a Gen Z slang everyone's using.
Oh, God.
Let's see if you can figure out what this stuff means.
You're just trying to make me mad now, aren't you?
Yep.
All right.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, I'm going to wrap things up with a quick quiz. Some of these you're going to know.
Mm-hmm. I hope I don't.
What does YKYK mean?
If you know, you know.
Right there. So I knew you would know that one.
Yeah, I have a friend who has that license plate on his Tesla Cybertruck.
Oh, really?
I swear to God. I think it was on his BMW, and then he put it in the Cybertruck.
How did he get that? Man, he had to move quick on that one. I bet you people are in line waiting for that guy to die.
I don't know. I don't think Gen Z has cars in general, so I think that one's probably available pretty easily.
That's even funnier.
Yeah.
What do you think is Delulu?
Delusional.
Yes.
Yeah,
Living in your own fantasy.
These are not super creative, these Gen Zs, is also what I'm starting to see here.
Oh, yeah. Look, here's one that everyone knows. Goat.
Oh, that's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pookie.
Pookie, it's like, hey, honey, hey, buddy, hey, pal, hey, friend.
Someone you love deeply.
Oh, I already want to punch this list.
Cap.
That means no kidding. Like kidding, no kidding. No cap.
Yeah, that's it. That's a lie. A cap is a lie.
Right. That's what I meant. I should have my daughter in here with these. She'd know them all though.
Is she there?
She's in the bedroom with a limp, severe limp right now.
Okay. Vibe.
I mean, obviously, it's a feeling.
Yeah, mood or energy. Yep.
Yeah.
Riz. How's that one?
Riz. That's kidding, joshing, joking.
No, believe it or not, it's flirting skills and charm.
Thank God I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't want you to know that.
No, it sounds awful. Riz.
How about flex?
Flex is to show off.
Yeah. Drip.
Didn't we have flex when we were young? Didn't we have that?
Yeah, it was what Arnold Schwarzenegger would do.
Yeah, exactly.
Showing his guns.
Exactly. Two tickets to the gun show. Watch me flex.
Yes.
What was the other one?
How about drip?
Drip. I don't know, man. I've heard it. I don't know.
Fashion that's on point.
Ugh. Gross.
Sus.
Very suspect. Very fishy.
Yeah. Shady or weird. Yep.
Yes.
Bet.
Bet means like it's like Jahan. That's kind of a
Sure. Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
kind of a
Okay. Mid. This is easy.
Mid. That means kind of like kind of meh.
Average.
Yeah.
Yep. Slang.
Slay or sling?
Slang.
Spell
Like
it.
it's SLAY.
That means like fantastic. Awesome.
Yep. Fire.
Fire. Fire means amazing, fantastic. This is the best.
Yeah,
Awesome
extremely
or
good.
amazing.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, here's one you won't know, and I'm glad you don't. Buzzing.
Buzzing. That means like something super cool.
Very tasty.
Ugh, gross.
Could you imagine telling your mom, "Hey, man, that pie was buzzing"?
No, my mom would slap the taste out of her mouth.
Yeah.
That she should have.
NPC.
Non-player character.
Yeah, we're acting lifeless or basic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ghosted. Everybody knows that one.
Yeah.
Low key is obvious.
Yeah, we know that.
High key would be the opposite of that.
Nobody says high key, do they?
Yes, it's very openly.
Ugh. Okay.
I know.
So obvious.
Main character.
Somebody who's self-centered.
Yeah, feeling very important.
Mm-hmm.
They're very polite about it.
I've been called a main character behind my back many times, I'm sure.
Touch grass.
Get outside?
Yeah, come back to reality.
Yeah, okay. That's not what I said at all.
W stands for a win.
Yep.
L stands for a loss.
Yep.
And that's it. You did good.
So I'm pretty much Gen Z.
Yeah, well, I think you're on the cusp, aren't you?
No, I'm not even close.
Not anywhere near it?
I'm on the cusp of being a fucking boomer. I'm like 3 years away from being a boomer.
My son's turning 35 this year. So what is he Gen Z?
No, he's millennial.
Millennial.
Mm-hmm.
Is Gen Z below a millennial?
Yeah, Gen Z is from, I think, 97 and up.
Oh, gosh. Oh, so like my grandkids Gen Z.
Yeah. Yeah. Both of your kids are millennials.
Okay. Yeah, because my grandson actually graduates in May. He's a senior. He's 16. He'll be 17.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, he's an older Gen Z.
So this is what they say. I
guess,
hear him
man.
talk like that, but I don't know. He's on honor society.
Kids all talk very differently around their parents and grandparents than they do their friends.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when slang for me. This is how old I am. Far out.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo. Groovy. Scooby-Doo.
Groovy.
Gams.
Far out.
How about Gams? Gams was one of them.
No, that's my grandfather.
Sure it is.
Gams. I didn't know what gams were. And I heard it used in a sentence. I'm like, wow, what the hell is it? And I realized, it's legs. I had no idea.
Oh, Mark, let me tell you, your grandmother had a great pair of stems on her back in the day. And let me tell you, great pair of gams, Mark. The stems on her went for days.
Yeah, we had far out, groovy, out of sight.
Uh-huh. Okay, boomer.
You know.
Yeah. I don't.
Dynamite. Well, that was black though. That was
now you're appropriating black culture.
Power.
That's appropriating black culture. You're doing the fist. People can't see, but Mark's doing the fist. Can't say that.
I remember that when I was in high school. I remember they had combs with the fist on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At the bottom of it.
Yeah, well, you probably also did blackface for Halloween at least once in your life, too.
No, never did.
Never did blackface anywhere? Not even for fun?
No.
Party?
I didn't like all that stuff on my face. You
I
got to remember, man.
I didn't want to get arrested.
I was nervous and scared of my own shadow and just a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried not to draw too much attention to myself.
Right, yeah, you don't want a police dog getting anywhere near your car. That's the last thing you needed back then.
I kept a very low profile. Very low profile.
You kept it on the down low.
Yes.
Low
my Halloween costume when I was working in the drug distribution / DJ business was a onesie you put on over clothes, right?
Yep.
And it tied in the back, and it had spots all over it, and it had a big round udders down right there,
right?
And then it had beanie tied on you that had ears, and I was a cow.
Oh, I was going to say you were something gay. What was that? You were a gay cow?
But that was it.
Wow.
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you. The funny part about that whole costume was I don't think they did it on purpose. Maybe they did.
What?
But the udders hung real low.
I think they did it on purpose.
While you're at a bar
Yeah.
and you're drinking, people all wanted to go, hey, let me try to get milk.
People want to come up and shake your teats,
Shake
your udders.
Yeah.
Shake your udders. I'm gonna put that in the album.
And of course, then you know the joke was, right? Hey, careful, that's special milk.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Hey, I just milked your cow, boy. Sure was all backed up, wasn't he? And then the farmer says, "We don't have a cow." Yeah, that's a great joke. All right, well let's end on that, Mark, shall we? We don't have a cow.
What I like about doing a show on Tuesday now is it gives me stuff to talk about at small group.
So that's good.
I can remember now. Well, I just like to apologize to all the people that I did that joke to.
That's, you know what, Mark? Funny is funny. Never apologize for funny. If it was funny, it was funny.
I think secretly I liked having the udders down there.
Mm-hmm. Secretly, you wanted to. This makes sense a lot. Why Chick-fil-A has the whole cow thing now, and they say "my pleasure" all the time. Oh, they've been doing a little "my pleasuring" at the Chick-fil-A with those cow udders, haven't they?
Oh my!
Eat
goodness.
more chicken. Interesting. I have to look into this. More conspiracies. Next week, Chick-fil-A and cow udders.
Oh, gosh, no, thank you.
My pleasure? Just a coincidence or a mission statement?
I don't even sure, but I may have to go through this whole podcast and pull all the brand names we've used.
They know what they did.
Because I don't even know.
Here, you know what? Just edit this in. Just take this and just edit it in right here. The Lord's Chicken Store. The Lord's Chicken Store. The Lord's Chicken Store. There's 3 different reads for you. You can edit those in and make them sound natural. I'll do a couple more. The Lord's Chicken Store. The Lord's Chicken Store. Oh, the Lord's Chicken Store. Now you have a lot to pick from there. If you want to do a little bit of editing here in this podcast.
I like to put the beeps in instead because it just sounds funnier.
Yeah, but if you edit those in and you use the wrong inflection, it'll be even funnier. And that's why we did that. If you're listening to this now, you know what? I've lost interest in this podcast today, Mark. Have a nice week.
Okay. All right, you too.
Have a good one.
Erica and Mark, the phone call.